How many different places have I lived? I have lived in three places. First was in Jakarta because I was born there, and as I remember, I lived there for 8 months, I guess. That's my mom told me actually. Uh, Second was in Papua. I lived there for 2 years because of my dad's job. I don't remember every memories in Papua, but the only memory I remember this forever is that I had a little accident there. So when I was in Papua, I had this toy car that we can ride with it, and I brought it to the second floor. I don't know how I was so strong bringing a big toy car to the second floor. Anyways, when I rode it, I didn't see what was in front of me, so I fell. I fell and got a terrible wound between my eyebrows. No, not my eyebrows, more like on my nose bridge. Back to the topic. Lastly, I live here in Tangerang. I've lived here for 15 years and now still going. Also, back in 2015 or 2016, me and my family almost moved to Medan. I forgot why. But in 2018, we almost moved to Medan again because of my brother went to college there, majoring in law. But he convinced my mom not to move because it'll be hard for me to make friends and catching up at a new school. So those are the only three places I have lived. I don't know what the future's gonna be. Will I move again after college maybe, or for my first job? But the truth is, I don't want to move again because I'm already really comfortable with Tangerang, and also Tangerang is my home. So that's it.
How do I normally spend my holidays? It depends. Since holidays always start after finals, I always go back to my hometown in Tanjung Pinang to spend my time at home with my family. There usually isn't much going on in my house. I'm not the type to go out. I love staying at home. It's like my form of healing. I go out to like malls and stuff only when my family asks me to come with them. I normally hang out with my friends, just roaming around the city going to the same places over and over again. I love catching up with new movies, so normally and ideally, I would get my friends to watch new movies with me at the cinema. As of now, I spend my holidays to calm myself down from everything that has happened during college because it's overwhelming. I sleep most of the time to correct my already broken bedtime, and I eat everything my mother cooks as a way to fix my nutrition.
The main current environmental issue in Indonesia, especially in the country's capital, Jakarta, is very severe air pollution. The air in Jakarta has been very bad recently. The sky looks so cloudy every day, indicating that the air in Jakarta is not fine. On July 26, 2022, IQAir measured the concentration of particulate matter PM 2.5 in Jakarta's air as 6 times worse than the safe limit. This is very dangerous, especially for vulnerable groups such as the children and the elderly. The concentration of pollution also disrupts people's daily activities and is very dangerous for public health. Jakarta was even ranked 5th as the city with the worst air in the world in 2019. There are many factors that make the air quality in Jakarta so bad. The large number of motor vehicles is also one of the reasons there is coal smoke. Nearly 1/5 of pollution comes from burning coal. Apart from motor vehicles, the use of power plants is also the biggest trigger that causes air pollution in the city of Jakarta to increase. Therefore, the government must work extra hard to deal with this air pollution problem. For example, by providing smoke-free and environmentally friendly public transportation. That will be a good first step for the solution of air pollution and the safety for vulnerable groups, like children and the elderly, and also for the public health, our health. So that's it from me about the main environmental issues affecting in Indonesia. Thank you for the attention.
Yes, there are trends that have a negative impact on people's lives. I'll name one that sticks on my mind the most. This one is pretty well known, and that is the overconsumption of social media. Teenagers these days use Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. We love using social media because it's fun and that we get to meet new people and look at our friends' updates. A lot of people use social media excessively to the point they are addicted to it. This can lead to anxiety and depression. They are too busy scrolling on social media, caring about what other people are doing, making a good image of their platforms. Because of this, people forget to take care of themselves in real life. They forget to eat, drink, and meet real people. At some point, social media can be really bad for us, whether mentally or physically. The best way to avoid this is to limit ourselves from using social media and try to have fun in real life. What is professional branding? Let me tell you about it. It's a process of developing a strong brand that can stick with people. It's important for a brand to be authentic, unique, and impactful so that their brand gets to be known by a lot of people. You want your brand to have a good reputation and good presence. There is a way to build your own professional brand. The first step is to identify the characteristics of your brand that represent yourself. By this, I mean you need to believe in yourself and be yourself when developing your own brand. This way, your brand has a signature that represents yourself, and your brand can gain loyal customers. The next step is to identify who this brand is targeted to. You need to determine what people of that age need. The next step is to determine your brand's values and goals. This can help you focus on what's important for your brand and how you gain connections or network. The last one is to be consistent with how you develop your brand. Consistency can help build trust and reliability with customers. To conclude this, a brand has to have its unique identity, clear goals and values, and consistency to build a good reputation and gain trust with customers.
Now I'm gonna talk about package design techniques. Package design is a process that allows your packaging to fulfill a wide range of functions. Effective packaging design goes beyond just creating an aesthetically pleasing box. It has to be functional, holding your product and enabling it to be transported and stored. For example, K-pop New Jeans album Get Up. There are three colors, pink, blue, and white. For my opinion, this packaging album has the most adorable design I've ever seen, and it's very functional because the album comes with a bag that the audience or customers can use it as an everyday bag, and also we can decorate it whatever we want. And this packaging is liked by every K-pop fans and even people who don't like K-pop. So designers must understand the target audience, consider age, gender, lifestyle, and other factors that influence your target audience. Choose the right colors to blend with the theme, personality, emotions. Choose the right typography that are easy to read and match the personality of the packaging and user-friendly design for the customer satisfaction. And don't forget functional design. The packaging has to be easy to open, close, handle, and protect. Functionality is as important as aesthetics. And after all that is all done, make sure to test it out. Test it out first before it became officially the packaging you want. Like imagine your customers bought one of your products. It has a beautiful packaging, but it doesn't protect your products well. You don't want your customers to be mad, do you? Hey, have you ever thought about what makes a brand really stand out? Like, what makes them so unique and so well known?
Yeah, it's not only about the logo and colors, right?
Right, the main components of a brand go beyond just the visual elements. Take the example from brand identity. It includes the logo, colors, typography, etc. But of course, that's like the basic part. Us as a designers must know the overall design style and tone of communication of the brand.
Yeah, you're right. Can you tell me about this brand's personality?
Ah, yes, the brand's personality is the key of the component. It's how the brand expresses itself through its tone of voice, beliefs, and visual identity. It shapes how people perceive and relate to the brand.
Spill. Wait, what about brand messaging?
Oh, you mean like the tagline of the brand?
Yeah, something like that.
Brand messaging is the voice of that brand. For example, back in the 90s and 2000s, when Apple still used the tagline Think Different, it was actually a parody response to the tagline of IBM Think. So for me, brand messaging is just giving a message to the audience for entertainment.
Oh wait, yeah, like remember when we used to develop this bamboo bike brand called Spedagi for our finals during Visual Communication Design 1? It took us like 7 weeks to develop everything from like the logo, the tagline, the goals, and the markups. Each student has a different tagline for the brand based on their own interpretation of the brand and how they represent the brand to the audience.
Yeah, hard times. I missed that lecture.
I know, right? Anyways, I've heard about the brand experience. What about it?
Wait, how do you know all this, but you don't know the meaning?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you to find out more about the brand.
Uh, you know what? Let me ask you now. What do you think about brand experience?
Well, I think brand experience is how the customers interact with our brand or business so we know how they feel about our brand before, during, and after their interactions.
You're so right. Brand experience is about creating a journey for the customers and also creating a connection between the brand and the customers.
Yeah, like the user interface according to interactive design students.
Well, yeah, maybe. I'm a brand design student, so
To sum it up, a brand is not just about a logo and colors, but there is a lot more beyond a brand than we know.
yeah, making a brand design is not as simple as we think. Like we cannot just make a brand however we like. We must think of the concept of the brand, the main component of the brand, who the brand is for, how we market the brand, how we want to develop the brand, and how the brand can reach our target audience.
True. To make a brand, one of the things we need to do before starting a brand is determining our target audience.
Yeah, knowing the target market can help us adjust our branding efforts to reach the right audience. But how do we gather the information? Like, how do we know what they like these days?
What in the Q&A is this? Anyways, we can start by analyzing industry trends. That should give us insights on what our target market is looking for and how we can stand out.
Great idea! So, after we know about the target audience, we can work on the advertising actions. Basically, this is how we market the brand in order for it to reach the target audience. What do you know about this?
Easy. Since we are marketing the brand, we try promoting the brand in a form of media, maybe poster ads or motion graphic videos of the brand. I'll give you an example. We make ads and promote them on social media like Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is very recommended though because TikTok is a big platform. A lot of people of all age, especially teenagers, use the platform. Advertising our brand on TikTok can be advantageous for the brand as it easily reaches a wide range of audience.
So true. TikTok is so powerful when it comes to marketing, especially on those live streams. The customers are fighting in the comments to get what they want. I think Shopee is also a good platform to market and promote our brand. It's literally a shopping application. We can start a live stream there, give discounts, and all that.
I agree. We can also consider traditional methods depending on our target market's preferences.
Okay. What about brand naming and uh, visual brand images?
The brand name should reflect our values and services, and as for the visual brand image, the design must be outstanding on all platforms because it is the key to brand recognition.
And don't forget, we should also think about brand strategy.
Yeah, the essential part of a successful marketing plan, whether it's exceptional customer service, innovative products, Or competitive pricing, it needs to be highlighted in our branding strategy.
Yes, I think that's it for of our little Q&A. It was nice talking to you, but I still have a lot of work to do, so bye.
Okay, bye. Hey, I've been wondering when you go out with your friends, how do you usually decide on what to do?
Honestly, it depends. We plan in advance, but most of the time we plan spontaneously. Why?
Same, I do too. It's a dilemma type of situation when we plan on something. Deciding on what to do spontaneously is kinda exciting. For example, when I was at the mall with my friends, we didn't know what to do, but we looked around and found interesting things to check out. That was where we were headed next. But for the most part, personally, I think it depends on the people in the group or what everyone's in the mood for.
Yeah, there are days where we want to chill, find good food, and watch movies, but some other days we want to do something exciting, like an adventure, for example, like going to new places and try new things. So it really depends on everyone's interest.
Yes, what do you personally like to do for a hangout with your friends?
I love going to the malls and check out food restaurants or cafes that I find interesting and aesthetic. Hanging out with friends is easier when there's food around. Like food just bring people together, especially when you and your friends are a bunch of foodies. Always finding good places to eat. What about you? What do you like to do with your friends?
I love looking for cool food spots too. I love roaming around the mall finding new stuff to check out with my friends. It's quite exciting. But mostly at the mall, I love the idea of inviting my friends to watch movies with me. But it's so hard because not everyone is interested in the movie.
Right. It's important that we plan it in advance rather than deciding during the moment. Not everyone is available and not everyone is interested. We plan beforehand to check if everyone is down to hang out. If not many people are available at the moment, we can just change the date. It's so embarrassing if we arrive at a hangout destination just for everyone to tell you that they cannot go. It's really bad for me.
Yeah, I think timing plays a role for when we want to hang out too. Weekends open up greater possibilities of doing longer activities compared to weekdays. Like we also have college, we can just randomly skip classes for a random hangout event.
We may skip classes as long as we're not absent for 3 or 4 times. We will automatically fail those classes and we have no choice but to enroll those classes next year. If I do well in a lecture but fail because of that reason, I will literally drop out or something.
I know, right? It's too risky. That's why I think weekends are the best time to hang out. Anyways, it doesn't always have to be my idea to do what we want to do to hang out. I always have a discussion with my friends on what activities we want to do for a hangout.
That's genius. We do that too, actually. We would take open suggestions and options first and let the whole group vote based on what activity they think is more exciting to do. But there are times when we are conflicting about two things that we find interesting, and we eventually end up doing both. We just arranged both activities in different times of the day. For example, the first activity would be in the afternoon, and the last activity would be in the evening.
I can totally relate to that. That is why personally I prefer planning in advance. I don't like being spontaneous. We like to plan to avoid last minute chaos. What about you?
Yeah, I don't like not having anything prepared for a hangout. Having plans before hanging out is more assuring. But most importantly, other than the planning and decision making, it's really about the memories. We don't have to go to really great places to hang out. Sometimes the simplest place can create the best memories, as long as everyone in the group is having fun.
I know, right? Me and my friends would go to the same place over and over again, like we never get tired of it. It's like we claim the spot for our everyday hangout. So yeah, I agree. We can do whatever activities we want to do wherever and whenever, as long as everyone is having fun at the end.
That's cute. And you're right. It's nice chatting with you, Benno, but I kind of have to go because I haven't finished my exam. So, see you later. Bye, Benno.
Oh shoot, me too. Bye.